your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
Next frontal system is taking hold here across the Panhandle as we roll into our Wednesday morning. We are keeping temperatures fairly mild from Juneau to the south, but we are keeping an eye on the Haines and Skagway area as the Klondike Highway as well as the Haines Highway is underneath some winter headlines, noting that there is a meetup of some strong accumulation with that moisture and the cool temperatures, which could lead to some of that heavier snowfall, noting that there is at least expected to be upwards of 3 inches of accumulation, to noting even some spots getting closer to 8 inches, especially for that Haines Highway. But we will note that as this wave lifts in, it will bring us our highest concern for the Wednesday morning hours. And then as we head into the afternoon through Thursday, there's a little bit of a lull in that precipitation, but we'll note that that's the lull that's going to continue to keep us, though, with a warming temperature trend, which will then lead up with the next wave that takes hold into our Friday. And we'll note that we're going to have a stronger transition to keep our precipitation to mostly rain showers. Now for our high tide for our Wednesday, 4:17 in the morning and then again just before 5 p.m. We will see throughout our Wednesday again our highest concern is going to be in those morning hours, but we'll have chances for precipitation all day. Also note that we will have some of those increasing gusty winds at point, noting that we even see into Juneau getting some of those 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts and some of those stronger wind gusts meeting up with some of those heavy snowfall accumulating regions, so that could create some reduced visibility as well with that difficult travel. But note the entire Panhandle, noting some of those gusty winds as this front moves its way in. We can even see the defined low pressure system on that forecast, and then noting that high reflectivity that is lifting into the Panhandle here to start off the day. As that low continues to spin its way through the Gulf, it does start to fall apart as we head into Thursday. We can see that there are some of those larger gaps of some quiet weather, still some good moisture pulling in from the northern Pacific into there, that southern Panhandle, that will at least keep us with some of those widely scattered chances of precipitation into Thursday. But you again don't see that strong organized front and low pressure system outside the Panhandle, but the moisture stays intact, so we're at least going to keep some chances on the board. 12 hours and 10 minutes of daylight here is what we have for Wednesday. Not going to see much of it as the system is in place, but we will note that we are now in that time of the year where we have more than 12 hours, as we will talk about officially hitting the spring equinox into our Thursday. But across the Panhandle, temperatures look to see highs head into those lower 40s. Again, it will be windy for our Wednesday with the likely widespread precipitation, and then we will watch into our Thursday, noting that we have more scattered precipitation, but we could still see that we're leading with that wintry mix potential due to morning lows that are still getting near that freezing mark. As we continue to work our way towards the weekend forecast, that's where we get that warm enough environment where we'll stray away from talking wintry mix, but we do continue to stay active.